Hi guys, 18Dap here and welcome to this match preview for this Saturday's game, Fleetwood versus Doncaster. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. If this video has brought you to the channel, welcome. Please click that subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. It's going pretty well, so if you click that button, that will be very much appreciated. If you are new to the channel, we format match previews as shown on screen. We look at previous meetings, current form in the league, player focus for Doncaster Rovers, my opinion on the one to watch for Fleetwood, and then me and the family have got predictions league, so there's an update on that and there is changes this week, and then my score prediction for the game at the very end. So let's get into previous meetings between Fleetwood and Donny. We've not faced each other that much, only 9 times, and it's as even as you can get. Rovers coming out on top 3 times, Fleetwood coming out on top 3 times, and we've shared the spoils 3 times. Looking back at the last 5 games, again, as even as you can get. Back in 2017, a 0-0 draw, and then the 18-19 season, in the 17-18 season, it was a 0-0 draw, and then Rovers won 3-0 at home, and then the 18-19 season, Fleetwood had our number with a 4-0 win at the Keepmoat. I remember that one, not a very nice one to watch, and then a 3-0 win at Highbury, so 7 goals without reply in that season. But then the earlier game this season at the Keepmoat Stadium, Rovers came out on top 3-2, so over the last 5 games, 2 wins each and 1 draw, so as close as you can get between the 2 teams. Current form does show a different picture though. Donny, 3 wins in 5, 1 draw and 1 defeat. Fleetwood, 4 draws and 1 defeat in their last 5 league games. For the Rovers, a solid display once again on Tuesday night against Southend, and the win just keeps us on the tails of the playoffs, not too far out. We've got games in hand, but I'd sooner have the points on the board, and I think I speak for pretty much every Donny fan when I say that. Every football fan really, you'd sooner have the points on the board than games in hand. But with those games in hand, we start a defining period of our season against Fleetwood. We've got 7 games coming up in February and 6 in March. 13 games, 9 of which are away from home. So with the threadbare squad that we've currently got, it is a season defining period for the Rovers. Hopefully we can continue picking up good results, wins, draws, can stay in touching distance of the playoffs, and who knows where we will be come the end of March. But keep tuned to the channel to find out and keep updated on what's happening in the world of Doncaster Rovers. But 13 games in 2 months is a lot. It's going to be fun though. Fleetwood, bit of a tough run of form at the minute with 1 win in 10 league games. Fleetwood have also been knocked out of the FA Cup by Portsmouth and the Leasing.com trophy by Accrington Stanley in that time, so it's only 1 win in 12 games for Fleetwood. Now that sounds pretty much all doom and gloom, but it's not all bad, as 7 of the last 10 league games have been draws, and 2 of those notable ones against Rotherham and Sunderland. So having said 1 win in 12 games, they're clearly a tough team to beat, so it's not going to be a walk in the park. We need to approach this game as we have with every other game, not take anything for granted, because they are a tough team to beat. Things just aren't quite happening for them to get that goal to win games, so that's why it looks worse than what I think it is for Fleetwood. Excuse me. Moving on to player focus, I've got to go with Devante Cole for the Rovers, our new signing, new arrival, ex-Fleetwood player too. and on paper is not really the prolific striker that the Rovers fans were asking for, scoring 36 career goals in 168 appearances. Having said that, I'm not moaning, or I'm not wanting to sound like I'm moaning, seeing so much on Facebook and Twitter, having a bit of a whinge, but I honestly do think that we could bring the best out of Devante with the way that we play, and our starting 11 is pretty strong. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in the squad a lot more. Looked handy on Tuesday night when he came on as well, looked very lively. I think for Devante, he's not really seemed settled at a club since leaving Fleetwood and joining Wigan, so hopefully he gets rooted at Donny. It's only a short contract, but hopefully up to the end of the season gets regular playing time, fits into the squad and starts scoring goals, or at least building a partnership and getting a bit of chemistry with Ennis, because he's come under a bit of fire recently, and I honestly think with a partnership up there we will see the best out of Ennis too. And Devante Cole looked pretty strong, looked like he could hold it up, so hopefully a bit of chemistry between those two and we could see goals coming soon. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. Moving on to the one to watch for Fleetwood, I have gone with Paddy Madden, Fleetwood's top scorer this season in the league with 13 goals in 25 games. He scored in the meeting at the Keepmoat, so we know what he's all about. Runs in behind, and I think if we can cut the supply off to Paddy Madden on Saturday and prevent those runs in behind, we've got a good chance of coming home with something. Rovers still got one of the best defensive records in the league, so hopefully continue with that philosophy, continue doing what we're doing, cut him out, and we've got a good chance of bringing something home. As I mentioned earlier on, Predictions League table, if you are new to this, if we get the score line spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome right but not the score line, we get 1 point. And then if we get it completely wrong, we get no points. And there has been movement on Tuesday. I went with a 2-0 win, Chris went with a 3-0 win, Dad went with a 3-1 win, and Max went with a 1-1 draw. So the table now looks like this. Chris and Max both moved down a place. Dad leapfrogged both of them into second, and I remain top on 16 points. But behind me it is very, very tight. Dad and Max both on 12 points, Chris on 11, so it's going to change before the end of the season. I just hope I can hold on to that top spot and win that trophy. And with that, move on to my score prediction for Saturday's game. As I said, we're pretty even teams. It's shown in the history, nine games between us, won 3, lost 3, drawn 3. The last 5 games, as tight as it can be. I think it's going to be tight again, but I think our form at the minute is slightly better. I think the confidence is there. Hopefully Devante Cole scores past his former team, and I'm going with a 2-1 win for the Rovers. I'm going to leave that video here. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please. Comments in the section down below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.